you on Zay's channel, and this is his mama taking over his chat today. Thanks for watching the recording. I tried to respond to some of y'all comments on my page. I didn't make it through because I spent too much time on it. I just didn't want to leave y'all. So I stopped from Zay on the ground. Oh. We are in Mississippi. I grew up all over Mississippi and Michigan. Scared of paranoid. I told them how when I was about 4 or something, I stepped on a ant hill, but one side of my leg was covered in the fire ants. So I just came in. He said you was just thinking about me, and then I text you. Why you? It's scared of everything. It's scared of the worms now. It's scared of whatever bug that is. Blue and yellow. Thank you. It's still early. I don't think people are up yet. We already had breakfast. The pool is closed until 10. So we just sitting outside, sitting in the room. I'm gonna have the housekeeper go ahead and sweep the floor and stuff. So I came to sit outside. I was trying to dry our swimming clothes from yesterday. And somebody was using a dryer and their stuff is still just sitting in there. So Mama's up there waiting on them to get the stuff so we can dry our wet clothes from last night. I had them hanging up in the bathroom last night. And I got up this morning and it was still wet. And I'm like, what was I thinking? Why didn't I just stick them in the dryer? So I want to go to the beach today, but I need our clothes to be dry in order to go to the beach. Well, not really in order. I gotta keep telling myself
What
I'm
is it
not
all?
vlogging. I'm lying. Sorry, Leslie. That's why I was ignoring you. Do you ever do that? When you on a live chat, do you ever forget that you live and you just be talking like you vlog and then you... Because like right now I got the camera facing me. Normally I don't vlog like that. Sometimes I do vlog like that. So I'm used to not like looking at the words, and I try to remember to look right here. And so I'm just talking away and forgetting that you...
I want to go inside.
Go inside for what? I'm trying to bring your words back up. Yeah. Leslie said good morning, y'all. They said good morning. Carlton is probably not gonna say good morning right now because he won't get in the pool and the pool closed. Carly, you gonna say good morning? She said good morning. I have 2 videos already edited and scheduled on my channel. There go my battery. 2 more videos already edited and scheduled. Just like, of course, you can tell the one that uploaded today on my channel was scheduled. Oh, you brought the wrong cord, man. I didn't need this. I wanted.
You said green.
Did I say green? I said that green
Then
charger.
You said green.
That green charger.
You said green charger, and then green, then another green.
Well, I should have said green battery pack and the charger that go with it, which is the black one. But that's okay. I just got to remember to put it back in the car because I cannot be out and about with no phone because I will not know where I'm going. Hi, Kim and Maya. I'm so happy to see y'all here. I miss y'all so much. We actually down south right now, Kim and Maya. So we probably near you. I forgot what state you live in. I'm hoping to meet with Alicia Southern here today. That's gonna be so nice. Oh, I got pinned the video. So the video that uploaded today is, of course, it was scheduled. Then I got 2 more scheduled videos. I think one is gonna come out tomorrow, Thursday, and one gonna come out Friday. Cause give it a break and scratch out my videos. Then I have 5 videos already edited. So I think when I get back, I'm probably gonna have a video every day for 7 days. Leslie said hi. Carly and Carlton. Let them on the heater. It's too hot for a heater. Love you. I had them in the tub, but the hotel got this drying rack thing that I laid it on.
What?
But if they just get their stuff out the dryer, I was about to move their stuff out the dryer. I'm like, they'd probably be mad, but I mean, I can be humble. I can let a lot of things go, but if they get mad, I sat there for like an hour waiting on them to move their stuff, and I would tell them about this stuff if they mad. But I said it's not worth it, so I'm just gonna
Careful.
wait. So you how the kids read it. You know, Mama usually DJ or usually moderate for me with reading the comments.
Be careful.
But he up there waiting on the clothes to dry.
Be
Kim and Maya, what have you been up to?
careful.
Man, I miss y'all so much. I get attached to y'all on YouTube, and then y'all take y'all family away. But I know you said you've been busy because even though I can upload, I can watch people's video, and yet I continue to work, I get so behind on housework and kids. Like I'm always on my phone instead of paying attention to
I
them more.
wanna go.
So you said, "Where's my Mara?" I answered that.
Let
I put
me
makeup on. I don't know if it's gone. I tried to rub it off because I
Let
didn't like
me go.
all the color that was on my face. I guess I like being plain Jane. Hey girl, great. Yeah. Are you going to school right now,
Do you like it, that trick?
Kim? They playing with these toys we got from McDonald's.
Let me go. I don't need to be stuck at her. Ah, get me out.
She just kicked you in the nose. Like, the lady just kicked you in the nose.
Get me out.
I wonder what they're doing to the pool. Probably putting chlorine. Oh, test for the chlorine. That's cool. For the comments. You thought Carly was singing. Carly want to sing. She don't really know how to sing. I don't know how to sing. Her daddy don't know how to sing. So
Then what I gonna do about it?
is that lady singing, Carly? No, she just yelling. Carly wanted eyeshadow on. Is it really that hot, Carly?
Yeah.
Your little nose sweaty. It's a jumping spider.
Wow, you gotta die today. You coming up on my face. You eat spiders. You're ugly. Mommy.
No, he hopping. I guess I should have
Give me my shoe.
It's gone. It went back in high.
Mom, give my shoe. Throw it down.
Okay, I gotta see y'all comments. No, girl. Been working 6 days
She's going back in, Mom.
a week.
Come on,
But
Mom.
Thursday was my last day doing that. Perfectly. I'll be back in school in January. You doing you going to school for mortician, right? Am I correct? I think that's what you said last time, or you have a mortician certificate or something. Kim, you braided teeth hair yesterday the same way. I had barrettes on these, and she got 2 left. Plus, I said I wasn't gonna put the barrettes because she eat on it, and she been back eating on it. I already cut like an inch off of her hair, but she back eating on these again. And I was gonna add weave, like starting right here, and braid the weave in there for about this much, and put the beads just so she won't break her hair off at the end. But I never got a chance because I was working so much right before we got ready to come here. And then I said I was just gonna pack some barrettes and throw it on her hair anyway. And I just ran out of time. I worked all the way until I came here. Which y'all gonna see that in a video that's gonna upload tomorrow. Y'all wanna go sit in the inside? Y'all can't be loud. They done with the outside after that one spider. Carlton, you leaving the monkeys? I thought this heat here would be a big deal for me, but it's actually not a big deal for me. It must be for Carly because she's sweating already. No, because I'm waiting on the room to get clean. What time? It is 8:23 here.
Zaynab, cutting our best spot ever. Let's play right here. Okay, who wants to play?
Let's see.
But we're cutting.
No, you graduated in 2013. That's your twin sister born.
Monkeys at?
I don't know where he put his monkeys. Go get your go get the monkeys, Carly. You got your license for funeral service and bombing. Hoping to go for RN. I thought you was already an RN actually, Kim. I started medical. No, I started um paramedic probably like 2 years ago now. And I never finished. But what I was gonna do, I'm an EMT now. I was gonna go to paramedic, which is the next step up, and then I was gonna bridge to RN, and I didn't. And now I'm like, it ain't no sense to go EMT, paramedic, and then RN because I'm gonna be wasting some time and some money. Plus, once I become a paramedic, I'm gonna do what I'm already doing now. So I just go straight nursing, but I don't want to go nursing with them this age. Like twins, I have to sign them in and out of school, and it would just be too hard to try to do nursing right now. Like the end of the summer with Mama was like so busy, but that's a sacrifice you have to make. Like when you have kids first and then get a degree. But just because you have kids don't mean you shouldn't get a degree. You just have to make that sacrifice, and your kids understand later when you miss out on so many things. It's only temporary. Nursing is how long? I feel like it's a couple of years or something. I could be wrong. Yep, Kim, we on vacation. We we left out like on we left out a little bit after 10 a.m. and we made it to our destination around a little after no around 2 right before 2 p.m. the following day. But we did stop like overnight at 7 and got back on the road at like 7 because I can't see at night. And I didn't make it down as far as I plan on driving before I stopped because we ran into a accident where the highway was shut down. We literally sat on the highway for about 45 minutes. I'm talking the car was in park and I turned the DVD player on in the car. I actually got out on the freeway and stretched my legs and talked to other people that was on the freeway. And then I had to ride up the one way to get off the freeway to detour around because it was just taking too long. I guess there's so many curves coming down here. It's way different from being up north. That somebody flipped their car and actually died on their way here. Those pillows not toys. Give it here. My kids so used to moving around in there The downfall is when I take them other places, it's hard for them to sit still. LPN, they don't even have LPN positions no more, do they? I feel like they done away with LPN in like 2007 or 2008. I remember that because 2008, I took Carly, your clothes on backwards. I took a medical assistant class. I passed it. I got a certificate, although I never worked in the field. And I remember them telling us that job title was going away. So you don't have to do for the RN, right? Because LPN basically should be a RPN. I mean, a RN. Yep, Leslie, the sacrifice is worth it. Um, when I did EMT, even though I only went to school 2 days a week, 8 hours a day, I didn't work at the time. I had just quit the job I had been at for the last 8 years. It was shortly after my mom passed, and I just quit the job working at the gas station. So when I did my EMT class, I wasn't working. I just had to go to school twice a week, 8 hours a day. But I devoted so much time to studying because the class was free, and I didn't want to have to redo the class. And even when I finished the class, I waited about 2 weeks before I test for the national exam. So every single day, all day long, all I did was study. My head was in that book because to take the national exam in Michigan was $70, but I wasn't working at the time, so $70 was a lot, and I didn't want to fail it, so I just studied nonstop. Didn't take the kids nowhere, just study, study, study. Enjoy the vacation. We're going Thursday. We still have a lot of LPN jobs available around my area. They did say it was going to go away, but it never did. I have ran into maybe literally about 3 LPNs since I've been working the road, and I've been working the road 3 years or less. Some of them could be LPNs, and I just title everybody a nurse. I just, if you're an LPN, I call you an RN. It's the same thing with me being an EMT. Most people just call me a paramedic. Year and a half because they don't do summer. That's not bad, is it? I know that year and a half probably gonna suck for you, but like once you get done with the year and a half, it probably like it was not a big deal because a year and a half can go quick. I feel like I just had the twins yesterday, and they now 5 years old. I still remember Zay just been actually the twins are now 5, and Xavier's twin 10. So Xavier was the twin size and age when I had them. Hey, stop rearranging the furniture.
Anybody?
You remember how the chairs was? I want to take a nap, but I'm just gonna keep going. I'm like always tired, y'all. I went to bed at about 11:30 last night. I got up at 5 and went and worked out, and then I came back, straightened the room back up like I did last night before I went to sleep, and then we came down for breakfast and stuff after we got dressed. My cousin actually worked here, so I got like a discount all the way around. I got a discount here because my cousin worked here, although my uncle paid for here. And I rented it come here through an old supervisor of mine, and I got her a discount to rent the car. It's worked out for me. I went to check on my July house note, and they told me that I was paid up, and I didn't even have a house note for this month. I'm like, it's just to come down here. Did I tell my story on this shit? Being an EMT, Leslie, it's okay to nap. All the energy they full of, I can't nap. They've been in. I've been and woke up from my nap and was told I was put out the hotel. My dad is, I thought was in Mississippi, which he had been here for a while, but apparently he been over in Alabama, and he's at work right now because I would have had him like come and get them. But I have a uncle that stays this direction, literally 5 minutes away, and I got an uncle that stays this direction that's 7 minutes away. I didn't think about when I go this way, I have to go over a bridge to take my voice away, to take my breath away. I was getting ready to go to Walmart yesterday, and I seen that bridge, and I turned around and I wasn't gonna go. My cousin and asked her was there another way to get around, and she said no. She was like, "You want me to get somebody to drive you over the bridge?" Like, no, I just went ahead and did it. That bridge is scary. I need my cotton candy. Cotton candy time. Wow, a blessing. Yes, the process. Yep, it was a blessing. Yep, they still have to take boards to get their license. So like that, it seems like you just had it. Yep, and they big now. But the very first YouTube video, Carly was 3, I think. Well, Carly and Carlton was 3. But I was asking her on a video how old she was. She was like 5. Now stop telling me that. Well, now she's actually 5. They'll find anything to play with. Carly got one of my camera stands. Dry. Michael's still in there. Go ask the man at the front. Tell him you want to drive those clothes. My clothes were sitting in there over an hour. Ask him if he can maybe take them out. Ask him if he can take them out. Here, talk. You live. Right now you got.
Oh, I can show my face now? Yeah,
You got
yeah.
Cameron literally watching now, so tell him hi. Say hi, Cameron.
There's only one person on here, ma. Wow, blessing, blessing.
I'll take you somewhere good. Monkey.
Leslie Priest. Hey, my track star.
He just stuck it in his dryer down here.
She said my track star.
You,
Huh?
your video, your track.
Oh.
Did your video, the chat video on the process you had to take the accomplishment and how you feel about it. Actually, no, I never did that. Leslie. Yes, the bridge is scary to me. What did you think about that bridge?
For me?
Mhm.
It was cool. You. Please don't talk to me. I'm on the bridge.
He see I'm scared to go over the bridge. He forced me to go over the bridge. Why would you force somebody to go over something they don't want to go over?
You get over it. You tell me we need to get over stuff when we're trying to do something.
If we want to go to the beach that I want to go to, though, we have to get on the bridge.
What beach?
Beach off of Highway 90.
Uh,
So I'm gonna cut into the beach another way. I think I'm gonna go this way. We got. I'm gonna show you what Mississippi look like. Let me see if I can find it right now.
You are a handsome prince. Don't ever forget.
Look at his smile. Stop. He cheesing so much he don't want you to see it.
I'm not cheesing. No, I'm not. I had my hair for I don't know how many years, but then I cut it. I had my hair for 4 years. and I cut it
Monkey. Monkey.
because I didn't want locks and I couldn't take them down.
Thanks, Monkey. I'm glad we're not laughing no more. We're not laughing no more, Big Monkey.
New look fresh.
Big Monkey, she pressed this floor is on the house.
Thank you. She said new look fresh. What's that?
It's a map. All right, so we are on the coast of Mississippi, y'all. When they say dirty south, we turn it straight.
This
Nope, pull it back. So, there we go. Maybe I should put it on the table. Let's go over here.
my signal keeps going out. Work. I'll chat later. Yeah.
If you don't want to stay, you don't.
Stay what?
Oh, stand right here. Let me see. I'm gonna point it this way. All right. It's up to you, man. I'm not
I'm
forcing.
staying. I'm gonna get some more food.
Food is open. Thanks, Kim, for coming by. All right, Leslie. So this is where we at. This map is Mississippi, but we looking at the bottom of Mississippi. Um, we are on the coast. We are here in Moss Point, and the bridge I went over. We are. I'm gonna see if I can find my exact location. Okay, so we somewhere trying to find a highway 10. This is Highway 90. We are basically sitting right up in here. This might actually be the hotel we at. Yeah, we right here actually. So I wanted to go to Pascagoula, which is here, but Walmart is here. So I have to go from this hotel to this highway. I have to drive over this bridge, which it looked little here, but it was huge because it goes so far in the air. But where I want to go now is like up in here. I can take the popular Highway 90. Everything on this side of the highway and just slightly on this side was damaged, was flooded out from Hurricane Katrina. I got an uncle that stayed here, and his house had about 9 inches. But my grandma, that's not here no more, stayed like up in this area. Her house was flooding where they like almost drowned in the water. My uncle was holding her and swimming. And when he got fatigued and gave up, he said one last prayer and threw his head back. And when he did that, he felt somebody touch his shoulders and they got air rescued. But the hotel we at right here, I'm gonna show you right now what it looked like after Hurricane Katrina. I'll be right back, Mama. I'm just right here. So this is I didn't even talk that much about it in my vlog. I probably should go over it on one of my vlogs. This is the hotel. What happened to the hotel after Hurricane Katrina? Where I'm at now. They rebuilt it. This is what the hallways looked like. So they didn't get as much water. They got the same amount of water as my uncle's house got. This is what the cars looked like. Here's another picture of what the cars looked like. This is where we was just sitting at outside. So depending on how close you was to the beach will determine how much water damage you got.
The only thing I'm not getting is that juice because I don't make my stomach hurt.
A lot of times as kids, we would catch the bus down to Mississippi and we would end up right here in Biloxi. And we would drive over to my grandma's house in Pascagoula.
Pascagoula.
My uncle's house in Moss Point.
We in Moss Point.
I thought I thought one of my uncles stayed in Gulfport, but he don't. So I got cousins right now that stay in Jackson, which is like the middle It's the capital of Mississippi, but it's like the middle of Mississippi. But I want to go swimming over off of Highway 90, but I don't think I can do it because I don't want to. If this bridge right here took my breath away, bridge is definitely gonna take my breath away. I would probably have to cut back the back way and drop down right here to the bridge or something. I don't know. I would definitely detour all the way around. I wouldn't even try to go over that bridge.
Over what bridge?
Here, it looked little on the
This
map.
bridge?
I wouldn't even go over that one. This is the bridge that we went over yesterday. Look how little it look on there.
The yellow dots?
This little gap right here. That's what we went over yesterday. It don't look so bad, do it?
It's not.
Can you imagine me driving over this? I wouldn't even make. I would probably pass out.
We turned on the bridge.
Literally pass out.
So this whole thing is one bridge.
No, this is the highway. This is highway.
This is the bridge.
Where you see the road go over the water. Let me see the comments real quick.
Oh, now I get you.
I'm strolling back, y'all.
I get you now.
Rest random vlogs this morning. Yep, testimony. And that's my story of Hurricane Katrina. And I wasn't even down here. We was in Mississippi. I was 19 right before my 20th birthday. So I wasn't watching the weather. I was grown, but I was young and I really didn't get into weather. I just remember my mama being so worried because she didn't hear from her mom. My dad was up in a hotel and my grandma was already real sick. She was a diabetic. So being in that water with all the debris rubbing up against her, it set up infection and stuff. But she was so sick, they needed to amputate her finger. But she was so sick that they didn't do it because she was already bad and she never really healed from infections of Hurricane Katrina along with her other health issues. So Hurricane Katrina hit in August. In January, they decided to go ahead and just pull the plug. Well, since then, she went in and out of the hospital. But they just went ahead and pulled the plug shortly after Hurricane Katrina. When you look at the map, it's the glove. So, yeah. The drive, if you was to make that drive non-stop without stopping, it would take, during the speed limit, it would take 15 hours and 29 minutes. But then you have to stop for gas. So that would make it live 17-hour drive. And then if traffic back up, it can make it an 18-hour drive. Or if you got kids that need to stop like literally every 2 hours to use it.
Carter.
And Carly actually
Mostly Carter.
peed on herself by the time we got here because driving through the country and the mountains and stuff, you can literally go 20 miles before the next exit to even use the bathroom. But you're gonna see in the video what I packed, how I packed the van. I did record all that stuff. I just gotta check the footage when I get home and see if it's worth the editing. I lined their seats with some chucks. I actually bought the puppy pads, which is nothing but the little blue chucks, and I lined their seats with the chucks. So, because I knew to expect accidents.
But somebody didn't have it on their seat though.
Yeah, and I forgot to take that seat off to do it. She said breakfast looked good. Mukbang.
I looked at the camera, it wasn't in there at first.
What wasn't in there? Your food? Okay. You have anxiety when you say takes your breath away. Oh yeah, it do. I deal with so many people who work with anxiety. I laugh now. It can be funny when they're going through the anxiety. When it's not funny, when you know what it feel like. I had a lady. She had diabetes and she was feet was gonna get cut off. So she was worked up with anxiety, and she'll go from talking and panicking, and you telling her to take deep breaths, so she would literally just zone her name, and she responded, and she was unresponsive. Nope, she was just that anxiety literally takes your breath away and you zone out.
At least it's
I've been trying to. I actually ended up buying a couple of map books because I should have went over this drive with them. Be there yet? It started with about 30 minutes into the. Carlton was about 3 hours into the trip. Zay was like 8 hours in the trip, and Mama was the next day. We had already went to sleep and woke up, and he was like probably about 20 hours in the trip. He started that. Are we there yet? Because even like we dropped down from Michigan to Ohio to Kentucky through Tennessee through Alabama, cut across halfway at the halfway mark of Mississippi, and once we made this Mississippi, it took us another 5 hours to get just to here. So I'm gonna go over the map with them again before we leave. So when they ask are we there yet or where we at, I can tell them what state and what area to help them. I gotta check out comments in.
at least we're gonna make it back
Hi
before
Miss
Krishan's
Paige
birthday.
UK, how are you?
Ma,
Hmm.
at least we'll make it back before Krishan's birthday.
Juanita's birthday is on the 13th. We're doing well, Miss
She needs to give me
Paige.
some cake.
We actually on vacation. We about 1,000 miles away from home. Put on a nappy on my kids. I'll do it with Mia. A nappy? I couldn't put no sleep music on, y'all. I can't put myself to sleep. I actually put on some old school rap and stuff all the way, and my mom was laughing at me because I was singing the song. Y'all rap music nowadays is just too expensive.
I don't know. She talking.
When it is the internet down, we would need the paper maps. Yeah, I was telling them about that. When she said when they decide to shut the internet down, we're gonna need paper maps. I was remember how I was telling you. Hold on. Remember how I was telling you when I first started making road trips. Um, was living in Michigan, moved to Ohio. Where I stayed at in Ohio was 4 hours away from where I was living in Michigan, so I would drive back and forth, back and forth. And what I would do is I would go on map, print out my directions, look them over, and have the directions on paper. Well, nowadays they can just GPS it. That would tell them step for step turn. And my mom used to make the drive from Michigan to Mississippi all the time, and she didn't have no map. She didn't have MapQuest with the directions on the paper. She literally had to look at the map, and I think she probably memorized it. But I also was telling them the pool ain't open. I was also telling them how showing them on a map like where we live and where we was going is southwest of us, and I was telling them if they can know how to use a compass, all you gotta do is make sure you head south the whole time, south and west. Sorry, I'm buffering. I'm running off of that Wi-Fi here. Getting that bad is knowing how anxiety look and knowing that the treatment for anxiety literally is to relax. And it's hard to tell somebody to relax at a time like that, but I normally tell people to breathe in through their nose, out through their mouth. And it's not that that breathing technique actually help. It's because if they focus on how they breathe, it takes their mind off of what's making them anxiety. And you literally got to be coached through it. Even if you might be able to coach somebody else through their anxiety, but when you having your own anxiety, it might not be enough for you. So you're gonna need somebody to coach you through it. But telling them to relax, it just makes them angry, And I probably get you cussed out too.
Mm.
Cussed out. Oh, he said. Mm-hmm.
I said,
Did you get cussed out yesterday?
Mm-mm.
Hey, Alicia. Good morning. How are you? Hugger? Sugar? I fat finger buttons all the time. I always have to go back and edit my comments. It's like I can go back and read the reply and I look at my original comment and I always have to edit it. Like to connect. Okay. Alicia, I was telling them about y'all, Alicia Southern Crew is here down on the 30 South where I'm at. But Alicia, I was explaining to them a little bit about Hurricane Katrina, even though I wasn't in it. My grandma was in it, and I was letting them know right now I'm here in this hotel right above Highway 61. And a lot of the areas that's below this line right here, Highway 90, a lot of the areas that's below were completely flooded out. My grandma at the time lived right here, and my uncle had to swim with her. And when he gave up, or I guess I should say, got ready to give up on life, as he held my grandma, he threw his head back. He was holding her, and he said a prayer, and somebody touched him on the shoulder, and he was getting air rescued. And my grandma was a diabetic and was already sick, so a lot of the stuff in the water had
What is
scraped
that?
and sores on her that she had healed.
What you doing?
And I showed them the hotel where I'm at. This is it right here. And they had to rebuild it. And this is some of the hallways and the parking lot and another parking lot.
Yeah.
And when I first opened up this live chat, I was sitting by the pool, and this is where we was sitting at by the pool.
Mom, what is it?
I remember we was in Michigan at the time, but mom was trying to hear from my grandma, and she wasn't able to hear from her grandma. And she had seen on the news about how the area had got washed out. Good morning. I think it took a couple of days in order to hear from them.
I thought it's somebody else.
Me either. I'm like so ready. I was looking at your area on here, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
Do what?
No.
I was so I'm assuming, Alicia, yesterday this was the bridge I went over right here. Yeah, right here. I don't know how in the world I'm gonna go over any of these other bridges.
Yeah, this is the one
Maybe
I want you to go over.
maybe I can try to like go this way and then drop down.
And go
But
over this one.
for a fact, I will not be able to go over none of these bridges. Mama want me to. I think he like getting cussed out.
I ain't get this though.
But my anxiety is not gonna let me over no bridge bigger than I went over yesterday.
How we gonna get over here, Ma?
Hmm?
How we gonna get over here?
Over where?
Yeah, I can put
How do we get from here to here?
These are the highways. There's streets in between, but it's basically just showing a highway.
I know this is what. How we gonna get from here to here?
You drive. That's where we actually weren't in that area yesterday. Yesterday we was
Did she tell you check a new place?
go where to
Pop off.
I gotta see the check. Go to the pool?
turn the right.
No, we're not going to the pool right now. We still drying the clothes from yesterday. How about we go to the beach instead than the pool tonight?
Yeah, the beach sled.
When we gonna go over pop off?
What time he tell you he'll be off work?
I don't know.
He said 2:00.
Oh yeah.
And he work in Alabama, so it's gonna take him a while to get over here.
Yeah, he said.
I gotta see y'all comments. Just for yeah, Alicia. I'm sure. Did y'all? Okay, you said y'all have to swim in too. That you feel what?
I thought it was showing me.
They can see it. You can do
Oh,
it. No, Red. I'm not even gonna attempt that bridge. I'm not. I would have to have somebody drive me over that bridge.
No, nobody want to go to the beach.
You mean?
I do. People like the pool. No, I like the beach the best.
I can't do highway. Highway 90 at least got all these bridges, right?
Yeah.
That's a little bridge. That bridge would probably be scary. Definitely can't do that bridge. Is this a bridge huge? Over ocean screens?
Why you digging in your booty?
I would literally take my time to drive all the way around.
No.
Oh no, that's too far around. Wow. I can't do that bridge. I know I can't. I did want to go to Biloxi though. That's where we would stop all the time when we caught the bus down. We would stop in Biloxi. And my uncle would pick us up from here and drive us back over to Pascagoula. No, it's just that one. Which one? This one? Or the one I went over yesterday to get the Pascagoula?
They put me on the losing team. Huh? When I played this game, they put me on the team that's about to get knocked down.
Actually, I seen family yesterday. I'm gonna see them again today.
Let's go upstairs.
But my first stop yesterday was over my uncle's
Yeah,
house.
let's go upstairs.
And
Let's go upstairs and not right upstairs.
no. As soon as I knocked on the door, 'cause my uncle told me to go there first, and he wasn't there. My auntie opened the door. She was like, "Oh, y'all here? Let me cook y'all something." I forgot what it's like to be down south. You show up at somebody's house and they just produce a meal like within an hour. It could even been less than an hour, maybe an hour. She had us some chicken spaghetti, garlic toast.
Mom, let's go upstairs.
But the twins come up.
I thought
A
you said you
salad.
did eat
Sweet peas? I don't eat no peas.
them. You eat as my miss.
I like my peas raw, but not cooked. Yep, good old Southern hospitality. Oh, and then so I stopped over at my uncle's house first, and we waited for my cousin to get here at the hotel while I ate.
And you
She
gonna
worked
give
here.
me
She
some
checked
water?
in.
Who's your cousin?
So we came here, we checked in. I went to Walmart. When we left out of Walmart, I stopped over at my other uncle's house. One uncle is 5 minutes this direction, another uncle is 7 minutes literally this direction. We stopped over at his house, and I'm telling him I got food in the car that I need to put up. When the kids want to get in the pool, I'm just saying hi today and I'm coming back. He's like, let me fix your meal, let me fix your meal. So they was trying to cook us another dinner. And I think that's why we're so big. Because being in
I'm not
Michigan,
big.
my mercy not big. Being in Michigan, we like the biggest one around. People see us and like, dang, you tall. They see my mind like, that's a big boy. And then I got here and I got in Walmart and I'm looking up at people and stuff like that. And now I remember why we so big. It's because no matter where you go, you get fed a supper, a meal, and not fast food. If you go to the interstate, you will cross about 3 or 4. But after you cross Pascagoula, the only bridge you will have is the Ocean Springs, and that is not. That bridge looks huge, though.
But we gotta cross the water, Mom. We gotta cross the water.
This is huge compared to this
I
one.
like that.
Actually, I think I crossed up here. I wasn't on Highway 90 yesterday to get over. I crossed up in this area.
Mama.
This look huge.
I knocked them down. Yo, fuck, go ahead. Come on, no.
Biloxi. That's okay. That's awesome because I do want to go to Biloxi. I'm supposed to bring a coworker hat back from Biloxi because that's where he's from. But I remember riding through Biloxi around January after Hurricane Katrina hit. So that was what, 4 months? And there was like trees in the water. There was cars stacked up. I seen the buildings had big old holes in them.
Mom, can we go to the pool for real?
It's not that
Tomorrow
bad.
you said we could go to trampoline place tomorrow, ma.
Mom, can we do a vote on the beach and pool?
We can do both. So no vote, no vote. We're doing both.
So we'll pool first.
No.
Because we need clean water first, Mom.
Why you need clean water first?
Because
So you can get in dirty water last and stay dirty.
Don't want to take you out of your dirty territory.
Mom,
Zay,
I don't even
this
know how
is
the
where we
beach
sleep
looks.
at. Why not just before we go to sleep when we come back? Because I don't drive at night. I can't see
then
at
we don't
night.
have enough time.
We no time.
Enough time.
We had enough
All I
time
need is like
yesterday.
an hour and a half.
Big monkey, give us
Zay,
candy.
I don't know whether I should say Zay almost drowned or what. Would you say you almost drowned yesterday, Zay?
No.
No?
Oh, there go our
Mama and Zay tell you it's
There go
not
our
bad at all.
candy.
She said tell you it's not bad at all.
It was not bad at all.
The bridge. Up. Service for a second. What I was gonna say. Oh, about that. Okay, so the pool here gets to 5 feet. And Xavier is say stop eating your scared.
He got scared.
Or 9.5.
No, he's almost 5 feet.
Yeah.
He's 5'11" and a half.
You mean 4'11"?
5'11" and a half. So Zay is
You said he almost 5 feet.
yeah. 5'11". No, 4'11" and a half. Okay.
I just said it.
All right, mister. Zay is 4'11" and a half. And the pool get up to 5 feet. So if it's 5 feet that's here, so the pool would have to at least be
So they unlocked one.
4'2", 4'3" to at least be right here.
Before you got down here,
He can swim in the water
out there.
where his feet touch the bottom. So I decided to take him to across. Have about a meter where his feet can touch the bottom. So I had him swim across. As soon as he found out his feet can touch the bottom, he started panicking and doing this. And I'm touching his shoulder, so he know I'm next to him. But I thought he took in here. My heart literally dropped. I had to take him and just put him off the water, which I'm 5'9". And at that spot, it was 4'11". I literally had to stand on my tippy toes for the water to be with him. Doing the part that made it worse is he's swinging and his arms. And for a minute, he got quiet on me as I was carrying him through the water. So I didn't know if he was okay or not. But I'm getting him the rest of the way through the water. The pool ain't big at all. I got into the water. He was just mad. And I think he was scared, so he cried a little bit. He cried literally for about 30 seconds. When I hopped his butt back in the water and started swimming back and forth, back and forth. Deep in, shallow in, deep in, shallow in. I'm telling him to stay out of the deep end because he just scared me half to death. But he learned that quick to not get scared and to just keep swimming. And then I got this little girl right here that wants to swim in the deep end, and she's not ready to swim in the deep end. I'm trying to get them to learn how to float back, and they don't even know how to float on their back.
Can we go play in the pool?
Your clothes are running right now. I used to canoe when I was younger. In order to go on canoe trips, we would have to swim in a lake for like 20 minutes. And I remember my first canoe trip, I wouldn't swim in the water because it's a lake. It was seaweed touching my feet. I couldn't touch the bottom. I couldn't see the bottom. I was scared as I don't know what. And they told me I couldn't go canoeing if I don't do it. It was like, well, you can just float on your back the whole time. That's what I'm trying to teach my kids. You can just float on your back. Because that swimming nonstop 20 minutes, I would be tired. But when I float on my back, you don't get so tired.
I tried to float on that back. I kept trying.
I think I would fly over to my better. I wouldn't drive.
The Superman.
I got Alicia at 5 to go to their little gym, and I came back and woke the kids up around 6:30, and we've been up since then. I was gonna let them sleep for a while if I brought them to breakfast, but if I let them sleep, they're gonna have too much energy, so I made them wake up early. And they bottled right now.
The clothes boy.
Was that in my face?
No,
When they drying, we could be in the pool.
did you hear me say no food right now? You gonna keep asking about the food? Yeah. How long have y'all been up? Actually, I think I'm gonna run over my uncle right now. We just ate breakfast here, and the thing about it, I'm gonna run over there, and they're gonna try to cook us something to eat, and I don't want nothing else to eat, and I don't want to be rude and say no. My mama used to do that to me. Even when I got older and I would want to eat, she would literally make me a plate and you don't want to turn the food down. But I wouldn't be hungry. And she would make me eat. And then she used to stuff Mama. Mama would tell her exactly what he wanted when he got out of school. What was one of your last meals you asked her to cook when you got out of school? You don't remember? Oh, I forgot about that chart. What about when you wanted? I feel like you asked for mac and cheese and some other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, my mama being in my mama house was like them being at daycare, which actually my mama did my daycare. But even when she wasn't doing my daycare, she had my sister. Plus, she had three of my nieces and one of my nephews. So even in the summer or on weekends, before they could do anything, they would have to do their reading sections and all that other.
We get money for doing math again, right? Okay, correct. I had the most money, but then something happened to it. I don't know where they went.
I think the money was in the jars, and when she passed away, one of my brothers got the money out the jar. But it wasn't that much money.
I had more money than them. I had a whole bunch.
Mama is like an elephant. He won't forget nothing. Y'all got up at 7. Yep, they had free breakfast. Always making people eat. I believe it, Alicia. And that's the thing about I'm full, but I know if I go over here, they finna get in the kitchen and cook, and then they're gonna try to stuff me with food.
We can take it here.
Take it here.
Mom, we want to the infrared.
All they want to do is swim. Y'all see how much we stay at the beach in Michigan? So all they want to do is swim down here. We go to the beach way more than the average person. We don't.
No,
Okay.
we only
How
went there
often?
2 times.
How often do we go
Since
to the
it
beach?
opened.
We only went to the beach twice.
No, 3 times.
You for real?
4 times.
You,
It was
you
4
forgot. I
times.
got videos every time we go to the beach. Every
Pull 'em
single
up.
time we go to the beach. No, you pull them out.
You pull them up.
Okay. Alicia, how often do y'all go to the beach? Red's random block. How often do y'all go to the beach? Cornwall.
Mr.
I kids go swimming more than average people.
Yes.
The only reason why they haven't been to the beach lately. Oh, they said daily. She said daily.
And
Okay.
daily.
So we haven't been to the beach that much lately because I was working like crazy to get down here. I would work 4 days, 12-hour shifts, meaning no beach on the days I work. And then on my off days, I had different appointments, especially with Zay. All his tests, he had a sleep test done, he had a echocardiogram done, he had a stress test done, and everything came back normal. The only one that came back abnormal was asthma-induced exercise, and they gave him an inhaler for that. So I think I'm done with all these doctor's appointments for today. It's just the only other thing he had to do a med refill every other month, and he meet with a counselor every 2 to 3 weeks. But all the extra appointments I think are now done. See, Red's random vlogs or videos says she haven't been to the beach in a while.
Mom, come on. Let's go in the water. You're not a scary cat to go in the water.
We don't have a gym near us, or I don't have a gym membership near us. Cornwell Wall.
Mama. You're not scared to go in the water. Look.
I forgot to bring Barrett's for her. I was gonna put weeds on the end because she chewed that. She got 2 little measly Barrett's left in her hair. Stop. I was gonna put weave on the end and put beads because she chewed on the end of the braids, so I didn't want her to chew on her own hair, so I was gonna put the weave. But I just didn't get the time to do it before I left. So this is how she was going around. I thought about buying her Barrett's to put on there, but I'm not gonna worry because even if I put Barrett's, this is what they're gonna look like.
I want to go.
I can't touch her hair.
No.
Mom, I need to go in the water.
Carlton in his own world. He brought his monkeys with him, y'all.
She want to go in the pool.
I am going to go ahead and get off here. Alicia, just call me whenever you're ready. I mean, we have nothing to do. We already up and about. Definitely got to be back across that bridge by then. But whenever you're ready, just let me know. And I thank everybody for stopping by. I will talk to y'all later.